rising and welcome back to another vlog, everybody. And today, it's not really a day in the life. We're doing a little bit more, a bit of routine, checking out my pad, where I live at the minute, and what I get up to in the morning and what that looks like. So we're going to do some filming of the surrounding areas, what I usually do in the mornings, start of the week. It's a Monday for anyone watching, or depending on where you're watching this, and we're going to show you around the beautiful Gold Coast, where I live, what I do around coaching, training, and what that kind of looks like. So anyway, we're going to give you a bit of a tour through. We're going to go down to the local coffee shop, show you some of the beaches around here, and go through some of the routines and habits that help me stay on track, build a business, and help all of you create a better physique. So let's get into it. All right, let's get started with the day. Well, hello there. This is not MTV Crips, but this is my crib, so you guys come in, welcome. All right, so you've seen some of the outside already. Let's have a little bit of a tour through and talk about some of the things that I do in the morning, some habits and routines, things that help me stay on track, that I've learned from other people as well that have creative and productive lives. So first things first, this is the kitchen area. As you can see, got a bit of a black theme, a dark theme going on, which I must say I do really like. I am very much a fan of the darker theme stuff. So we've got some sort of like black marble going on with a nice wood grain, which is very, very cool. So I live here with a flatmate. His name is Jason, and he's in real estate. He's a cool dude. We're into a lot of the same things, but it's good because he's kind of in a different schedule. So we have this like topsy-turvy, but then we still hang out. So it works really well. So I'm grateful. Gratitude. Speaking of gratitude, that's how I usually start my mornings. But before I show you a little bit of journaling and whatnot, let's kind of go through the main area. So this is open plan living. So again, this place is compact. It's not huge, it's small, it's what we need. Living area, got some amazing speakers here that Jason has acquired over the years. So if you're really into your sound, that is absolutely wonderful. Nice background beats in the morning when doing some laptop work, or again when you have any friends over, it's awesome. TV, honestly guys, I don't really watch much TV these days. I spend time with people and I like to read books. It sounds mundane and boring, but it's true. It keeps me happy, keeps me educated, keeps me sane. We've got a couple of different lighting options that Jason's got, which I like, sort of like the, you can't really see it now, but like the orange lighting. And then we come out onto the balcony. Pretty damn good, right? Especially where I come from in the UK, this is a dream. So again, I mentioned gratitude a lot, but I'm really grateful because for me to be living in a place like this is a bit of a dream come through. But if you put your mind to something, again, it just proves that you can achieve it. So this is Surfers Paradise. Well, actually, we've got Broad Beach. Surfers Paradise is in the distance. So Surfers Paradise is generally where everyone goes. It's the touristy spot, but you soon realise it's not really the place to live. It's a bit party-ish and it's a bit dingy in parts. It's been good over the years, but I think they need to pick it up. And then we've got Broad Beach, which is like a little bit more upper class. That's where people usually live if they want to be near the beach. It's a bit more of an older crowd to a degree. It's still hip. And then we come to Mermaid, which is getting a little bit more trendy, which is where we are. On to Nobby's, which I'm going to take you down. We're going to go for a local coffee. I'll show you. The houses are amazing. It's a very inspirational place to live, living here, and there's a great little nook, it's a great little community. We've got lots of bars and restaurants across the way, and again we've got the beach right next door, amazing cafes. And then as we go up to Burley, where you guys have seen in other vlogs if you were a watcher, where I had my Christmas party and where the man behind the camera used to work. So anyway, aside from that, one thing to mention is Robina is like the hinterland. So back behind us, that's like the rainforest. You got rainforest all the way into, like cosmopolitan city, into beach lifestyle. So quite the diverse mix indeed. So we're coming back through. I'll show you this first because I want to talk to you about, again, morning routines, because this is really big. So we're coming to the bedroom. So lion themed, as you can see. So at the moment, I'm using this as a bit of an office as well. So bedroom here, chill out zone, pleasure center. And then we've got this amazing big ad. So my client made me this. If you guys are regular watchers, and if you're not, go and hit me up on Instagram now, guys. It's _Alex Connor or fearless_training for lots of daily quality content. And trust me, it's not just entertainment, it's valuable. But she made this for me for Christmas. We designed it, so I'm going to use this as a bit of a podcast backdrop. So when I'm podcasting here and I've got all my mics and my lighting set up, this is behind the scenes. And then when we go out and we do some podcasts with our guests, we can bring this, or for any advertising, any speaking roles, anything where we're doing events, we can bring this out as well, which is very cool. So very, very grateful. So it's a great view, as you can see here. I've got a lot of things tucked away. So I used to have like a really sore neck. One of the things I couldn't recommend enough is getting something that props up the laptop, or even a stand-up desk would be, the thing in the future. But until I just have a dedicated desk office space, this does the job as well. I've got wireless keyboard in here, and again, all of my mics and all of that are tucked away because I like a clean space, which is cool. So the first thing I do when I get up is I actually get a cold shower, and then I do some journaling. But these days I keep it streamlined. So I have what I call affirmations, daily affirmations. So I go through, I read these. I used to think all this stuff was really silly, and I turn my nose up at it, but it really does work. So writing things as if they are already true and as if they've already happened. And I do that every day. It gets into the subconscious. Of course, you've got to take action on it. And then again, you can start to work towards those goals. So once I've done the shower and then I've done my daily affirmations, I usually do a bit of gratitude. I have an app that I use, and it's the 5-minute daily journal. So I used to write everything down, and I've just streamlined it because I didn't want to take too long. So one of the things I can't recommend enough is having a morning routine. It doesn't have to be this one. It doesn't have to be anything special, but if you look at people who are doing quite well in life, success leaves clues, and there's a number of things which you can do. So I found the cold showers really help. It's not just for the benefit of the Wim Hof method, it just wakes me up, and it's just an anchor to start the routine. So getting up, doing that, going through these affirmations, doing the gratitude, and then from there moving on to the next tasks. So in that mind, let's talk about the cold showers, but also a couple of other things that you guys can do to look after your health as well. So we will vicariously back away from here, and I won't necessarily go into Jason's room, but Jason's room is very similar to mine. It's just he's got the ensuite and it's a little bit longer in nature, and you would have seen the outside area. So anyway, cool lighting, all right? Very cool indeed, very modern. Again, these places are not big, but they don't need to be. They're really good because they're compact. It's everything I wanted and needed. I don't like a massive space. I used to live in big houses when I was young. Just like something clean cut, modern, easy to clean, and you're into it. So again, come in, have a cold shower, great monsoon shower here. Again, we're looking at the dark theme, and then getting into it. Now also, something I will mention, because you would have seen Shelly on my video. So Shelly is one of my best friend's partners who I coach, and she works in beauty, and she's really helped me with my skin. A lot of people struggle, and it was kind of a bit of I think, oh, it's a female thing, but now in this modern era, it's like, no, men need to look after their skin too. So for me, once I've had a shower, I built these up. It looks like a whole concoction of things, but so we've generally got like moisturizers, you've got things for your face to nourish them as well, vitamins, sun cream, couldn't recommend it enough. If you listen to my podcast with the skin specialist, get it on your face, and moisturizer. And again, I've obviously got like my toothpaste and whatnot. Creed, essential, if you want to smell amazing. So everything is in and behind there, but look, male grooming, keep yourself feeling good, keep yourself feeling fresh, especially as you age. Make sure you look after your skin. Basics, you don't have to buy everything and do all those, surplus requirements, but find the basics. They really do help, and you look and feel good. And if you look good, you feel good. If you feel good, you look good. Okay, so after I've done that, the next thing I usually do is head down for a coffee at the local coffee shop. So once I get up in the morning, I like to make my bed, go for a cold shower, do my gratitude, do my affirmations, and then I'm pretty much out the door. I like to get my steps in. Good for spinal health, good for the mind, and then I get into the social media. So we're going to talk about that next, but before we do, I want to show you guys some of the other facilities here as well in the apartment. So on the way down, we'll stop off at the pool and we'll check that out as well. Right, now just calm down because you're about to see a gym in a hotel, all right? Or should I say an apartment building? All right, gym, all right? Look at this. Oh yeah, this is where the really. One bike, one rowing machine that way, and then you could have had a little dumbbell rack there, or you could have had at least 2 multi-machines here, and that's what you need. Brilliant.
Does the TV ever turn on?
Yeah, you can turn it on. You can turn it on, you can do the aircon. It's actually it's good. They just sort of failed with the execution. I never seen anyone in that book.
Facilities here are sick.
They are. Alright, cool area, barbecue. So I think they balls up with this because it's pretty, but it's always so windy right here. You just get the wind constantly. And I said to Jacob when he had the drone up earlier, it would have been brilliant if they would have put this on the roof, and then they could have had high walls and covered it, or at least shielded it from the wind. But this is the area here. So you've got like a barbecue, social area, like a tanning area here, and then we've got a bit of a lap pool, so it's just a smaller one. So for me, when I come out of here, I just go straight down this road, and it leads me all the way into Rabina, which you guys have seen. And so it's about 15 minutes with traffic. Heavy traffic can be up to half an hour, but 15 to 20 usually. And then across the road, so we've got the sister apartments over there, which is built by the same company, but they're just slightly different. And then we've got all of those, like I said, restaurants. You've got all sorts of shops and medical facilities. So you've got everything. It's like a whole ecosystem around here. But what we're going to do now, because me and Jacob are well overdue, is to go get a well-earned coffee. Let's do it. Right, let's go for a walk, get some vitamin D, see the sights, and yeah, some much needed caffeine. So, just walked down Promotions, Ocean Street, Ocean Apartments, there's the clue. And, as I said, very inspiring Hedges Avenue. So this is a place, or it's renowned for a place where there's a lot of hot property. It's one of the places to be, a lot of prestigious properties here as well. And again, we can see why it's one of the most sought after places to live, right on the beach. So we're going to check that out now. Sometimes in the morning I'll come down here and I'll go for a swim. So instead of the cold shower, I'll just get straight up, walk straight down to the beach, have a bit of a dip, get a bit of sun, and yeah, then get a bit of a cold shower here at the beach. But yeah, pretty cool. Check out the views. I mean to say anything really, but yeah, what a place to live. I mean, ideally, and I'm going to get Jacob to have a pan down that way. Just the architecture, phenomenal. Very inspiring. I think an important thing to note here is it's not about materialistic things to talk about, but it's nice to surround yourself with places, people, and an environment that's conducive to, successful what you want to achieve. So again, stay humble, keep your feet on the ground, be kind. Healthy relationships are always king, but it's also very inspiring and again motivating to put yourself in a position where you aspire to achieve these things. So, anyway. Jacob's nagging me for a coffee, and I'm hungry too, so let's go. Let's go to the local, meet the crew, and get some grub and us, and we can talk a little bit more about what's been happening as of late. Alright, so here we are, the local cafe on Hedges, about a couple of streets over Hedges Avenue. Honestly, the guys here are great. Since I've moved in, I've met a lot of them, and it's a little community, and it's been really friendly. So let's go and get some coffee and get some food as well. Bit of this, bit of that. That's it, 100%. What'd you get? Standard. I'm a cappuccino kind of guy. What do you guys think? Yeah? So cappuccino, a bit of banana bread. Usually just go for a coffee, then head back to breakfast. But because we're quite hungry, we're doing a bit of filming this morning. We had a little bit to eat. And yeah, I must admit, I never used to like coffee, and now it's a big part of my morning routine. So I'm not someone who's really addicted to it, and I don't advocate people having too many. But if you enjoy the taste of it, it's one of the best ways to get your caffeine in. And in fact, caffeine doesn't give you energy; it reduces fatigue. So just saying. Anyway, let's go find a seat and get into this. All right. we're here, we've got the coffees, everything's going to be alright. It's a bit like that, isn't it, with coffee? And if you love coffee in the morning, the coffee's really good, simple pleasures. So when I get here, I usually sit down, have my coffee, and that's when I usually do my social media. So, as I said, start with morning routines, walk down here, get my steps in. I'll do all the media posts, which is quite a full-time job these days. So, we're on Instagram, we're doing daily quality content, about anything training related, exercise related, nutrition related. I try and put something valuable out every single day. I was one of those people that turned my nose up to a lot of social media, but it really does work. So, we get out on TikTok, and again, I didn't want to do that, but it helps grow the business, helps get the name out there, helps get people, to the right information, and that's really valuable in that respect. So we get on TikTok, we do a couple on Instagram, both channels, personal and business, and again, we'll throw the links up on the screen and in the description, because I mentioned those, get on them. And then now YouTube Shorts, so it's all these mediums, and you kind of got to be up with it. And like now with YouTube as well, it's the same thing. So once I've done all that, then I start my online check-in. So should I say check-outs technically? So I check in with everyone on Friday, and then I start to go for another walk. So do the media here, have the coffee into it, enjoy the sights, and then start walking down Broadbeach, which we may even do, show you a little bit, and then do all the online check-ins. And then by the time I get back, have a proper breakfast. So usually I might not have something like this or a bit of a snack, and then we're into the day. It can be programming, it can be getting the latest YouTube episode which you're watching now uploaded, doing the thumbnails, all those sorts of things before jumping into training in the afternoon, clients, and then wraps the day up. So anyway, I've made Jacob wait long enough for this, so let's get into it. Shameless plug. Yes, the Fearless Training United app is coming soon. So if you want to be one of the first people to get exclusive access to that, make sure you click in the link in the description below. I'll put a little link in there, and that way you can put your name down, so when we release it, you're one of the first people to have access. What is it? It's training and nutrition programs bespoke to you at the price of your weekly coffee. So if you want me as your coach and you want a really affordable price point, check out the app. That's going to be coming soon. So once we've done all that, or once I do all my check-ins, then I just like to get a bit of walking as well. Get a bit of sun usually, get a bit of tanning in, a bit of vitamin D. But also as well, walking, really good for spinal health, really good for mental health. So one of the things that I learned from Dr. Stu McGill, who was on my podcast a while ago, is the importance of just walking with your spine, being in that upright position. Plus again, it gets your steps in, keeps everything moving. I'm just in a better headspace. When I don't walk, even for a little bit, I just don't feel as good. So again, I try to build all of this into a productive morning routine. And again, it's not a bad place to do it. So that's a bit more about my morning routine and a bit of an insight to behind the scenes of what goes on. Anyway, we're gonna head back now, and yeah, we'll catch you in the next scene. Sun is so good. So, as I said, I like to, where I can, get my 10 minutes each day, each side, as my dad would say. But one thing about this Gold Coast sun, or the Australian sun, is you've got to be really careful. It's very, very hot over here. So as much as I like to get a tan, like really, if you're over this part of the world, the ozone is just absolutely gone. So it just fries you. So the best thing to do is have smaller bouts of time in the sun. Make sure you put sun cream on your face. You're not staying out for too long, staying hydrated, moisturized, because otherwise you just get absolutely beaten up. And something else I do as well every 6 months is go and get a skin cancer check. So you just go to a clinic and they look over and just make sure you've not got any, spots that are coming up, or they can get any preventative melanoma. So it's really rife in this part of the world. So as much as I love the sun and everyone else does, you don't want to look like a shriveled Pringle by the time you're 40. So again, respect it, but it's nice to get the vitamin D. One, there's obviously a lot of benefits health-wise, keeps the circadian rhythm going, and again, I'm building in my morning routine, the things that I enjoy the most, and that's a lot of what I talk about when I, in my vlog said you've got to reverse engineer, or start with the end in mind. Think about what do your days want to look like, and they don't have to be extravagant, they can just be, again, simple pleasures, which they usually are, like this: good coffee, good people, doing something I love in my business, helping people, getting out, getting to the beach, getting some sun. Again, the basics are always the best. So anyway, if you don't mind, I'm gonna get my 10 minutes in. So we're back. Now the second breakfast begins. So there's a little peek into my morning routines and some of what my days look like in the morning before I crack in with clients. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you do, as ever, you already know, like, comment, subscribe, check out the app, link in the description, and I'll see you in the next one. Stay fearless.